This is a short video to explain how to request edits in the catalog audit process. There are 4 steps. First, find your program in the catalog audit tracker. Next, go to the staging site and find your program. This is a website that is hidden from public view and it hosts our new catalog. Next, draft your text and finally put that text into a form. Let me show you where to do this. Everyone will be invited to the Academic Catalog Teams channel. You see here that there are 4 tabs: Posts, Files, Tracker, and Input Form. Under Posts, I'll have directions for everything. Now, I'm talking now about the catalog audit. However, some programs also have program pages on our Bristol website. If you do, please click on that page, read the information carefully. If there's anything out of date or needs changing, please follow this link here and request that edit. This is separate from the catalog audit. Next, Files. Under Files, you'll see a folder, Fall 2024 Catalog. These are all of the CWCC forms that have been approved up to this date. Today is January 31st. Next, the Tracker. This is a master tracking spreadsheet for this whole process. You can see here that we have all the programs by academic area. There's 122 of them. You have the program name, code, subject contact, and academic area. There are several fields that need to be filled out by the end of the process. First is, are the edits complete, and the notes. This is only filled out by administrative assistants, deans, or me, or someone who has editing access. So for example, if I edit this program here, I'll note that yes, the edits have been completed, and I'll write the note, TH finished on January 31st, for example. Next is the registrar. If you submitted a CWCC form and it was approved, the registrar has noted that it has been received. When this has been updated, the curricular updates have been made, this will change to completed. This will be in March. So after that process is done, perhaps March 21st or so, you'll receive another email to proofread everything, to go back to the staging site, read all of the edits here and all the curricular edits here, and then confirm whether or not it's to your satisfaction. If it's not, you can request those changes as needed. So what should you do now? First, search by your name. So filter, you'll see everyone's names. I'm going to choose business as an example, so I'll pull up Vivian Ojadi. You can see as a department chairperson, she is responsible for 11 different programs here. I'm going to choose Business Administration Transfer as an example. Here we have the program code, the name, and other information. Edits complete and notes. Again, this is for the person who edits it. CWCC status and CWCC notes. The registrar did this, so clearly Vivian submitted a program revision form that was accepted. And the final confirmation, she'll do this at the end, typing yes, all the edits are to her satisfaction, or no, not yet, and there'll be another way to request those edits. So this is the first step. Find your program in Tracker. Second, go to the staging site. Now the staging site looks like this. You'll see the URL says test-bristol-catalog at the site, and this is the title right here, 24 to 25. Click on Degrees or Certificates and find your program. So here we have Business Administration Transfer. You can search and click. Now first, let's identify the editable fields and the locked fields. A locked field is something you can't change. For example, the name and the overview information. These are locked fields. Similarly, all of the curricular information down below, degree requirements and below, all of this is locked. You can't change it unless you go through the CWCC process. This means that all of the information up top, from program statement all the way down here, that's all editable. So I recommend you highlight it and you copy it and you paste it to a Word document. This is probably the easiest way. I've already done that here. You can see all of this information here. And I'd like to point out a few things. First, your audience is new students. You should write this for someone who is unfamiliar with your program and doesn't know some of the key terms that maybe you are familiar with. Second, use these 3 fields: program statement, program information, and after Bristol. So you can see here it says program goal statement, so we can eliminate this. And looking at the statement, it's actually very strong. It's a very direct and easy to understand statement that describes the program. Program information, however, could use a little bit more. For example, here we have recommendations. we can actually delete this and add these 2 bullet points up here. Also, we have general education competencies. We can include information about that in program information as well. For After Bristol, you'll notice that this has destinations that students have transferred to, as well as information about mass transfer. However, there's also mass transfer down here. We need to eliminate one of these. I've taken the liberty of drafting this out, and this is what I came up with. It will not appear on the program page unless the content manager wants it to. So again, we have the program statement, which is very strong. I've added this statement here for program information. Again, the audience is new students. Students are required to take 21 courses for a total of 64 to 65 credits. Program courses include these, and students are required to take general education courses too in these areas. All students must complete general education requirements. There's information about credit for prior learning. Internships are not required but highly recommended. Textbooks, maybe you want to talk about OER. Perhaps you have high impact practices such as community-based learning. You can mention that here. Next, we're going to talk about transfer credits into the program. They must be approved by the chairperson, and the recommended sequence or other information to help students be successful. After Bristol, again, we have the information about transfer out destinations, information about mass transfer, and a reminder to begin to plan your transfer path at least 1 year before you graduate and to visit transfer services. This is one example of how to edit all the information for the program page. The next step is quite simple. We need to put this information into a form. That form is right here. So first, we want to copy and paste the program code and the program name. And I've already done that here. So you can see these things. This is business and experiential education. And now we have the program statement. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to copy this and simply paste it. And I'll do the same thing for the other sections. If you have other fields that you need to put in, for example, for accreditation purposes or for other important purposes, you can do that here. Then you press submit and you're finished. If this process does not suit your particular program, again, some programs are quite complicated, please work directly with your administrative assistant, or you can work directly with me. I'm available to have a meeting with you via Zoom at any time. I'd be more than happy to help. So I hope this is helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions.